Hello, this is Kelly from Root Pursuit, and I have a couple of projects that I have. I had this old poetry book, and I had some letters that I tried to stick to it that didn't stick, and I just never liked the size of it, or after I did it, I suppose. At the time, I thought it was a good idea. I just had these books from a bookbinding set, and it's really narrow, so you can't put a whole lot in there. So I'm going to dissect this book. Yes, I am, that I made. Because I think I can make it into something that I like a little better. This might be somewhat tricky because it's two-sided paper and I put it on, who knows, maybe I didn't glue it very well. Oh, look at this. So that would be sweet if I could just pull these off of here. Excellent. That's very good. Nice. Okay, so I saved that. What about this one? This one's on really nicely, which is fine. I think I'll just trim it at this point. So pull that one apart, see what we've got for the next one. This one has no poetry on that side, and this one's stuck, pretty stuck. I think I can do it this way. I'll do that later. I love that. I love it. I did put a lot of my very favorite papers and things in here, and it was definitely some of my first attempts. It's really stuck. What about this one? Is this one really stuck? Plus will they come apart? That would be even handier. Yep. I do. Alright. So then that is a little bit easier to work with. There we go. And that I can definitely do something with. Make this journal. Well, I still want to have a poetry journal of my poetry. I just wrote poetry when I was younger, and I'd like to get back into this style of journaling. It's kind of a lot of patterns on patterns. Like that situation. There we go. Okay, yeah. I just take it apart. Who knew it'd be so easy? That's what happens when you make journals early on and you don't always use the right glue, which is fine. I mean, this isn't really a big deal to deconstruct it, and oh, I love that piece too. Some of my favorites, for sure. There. I do want to keep the poetry separate. Oh well. Oh well. Some really fun two-sided paper. It'd be good in a boho journal. Some of those pages were really Victorian. Oh, I love that. That's so pretty. All right, get this out of there. This is my other one, Monarch in the Magnolia. That was probably the last piece of poetry I wrote, which was in 2007. I wrote that one. I had a little drink of my fake cappuccino. There's no caffeine in it, and there's no sugar. So that green paper is pretty nice. I've really gotten away from the bright colors, and I used to just go crazy on the bright colors. So okay, now we'll bring back the poetry. I can figure out how to do that. So, in this book, I can always listen to this. Could be a musical instrument and a book. If I were to make this into a book again, and I'm not sure I would, but if I would use a different spine. Yeah. That's for sure. Okay, next one. State of Mind. That was about my backpack. I wrote that one in 1994. I know that. This one, I'll leave that upside down so I don't depress you. That was during my angsty phase. That one. Oh, this one. That's double-sided, but this one I could pull out. And then I don't have to worry about. I do love that paper too. It's okay, you can tear. It'll be fine. There we go. And then you can skedaddle. So that leaves us with this one, but I'll probably have to handwrite and, of course, fluttering birds, which I didn't. That was all the bird ephemera I could find that day, because I didn't even have any birds at that time. Now I got a pile. That's kind of funny. Pretty funny. Okay, we're gonna do it this. No, we're not. I'm gonna get out my cutter. Just do it. Just do it. It's not like it's far away or anything. It's right here. Yeah. Let's pull that thing out. Use it. I hardly ever deal with pages this big anymore. And I don't think I have any choice. Oh my gosh. I did not just do that. What did you do? Great. All right. I'm going to remember that the line is over on this side. Ay, 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 ay. That's going to go. What you doing there, Kelly? Oh, just breaking stuff. Because I forgot how this thing worked. Oh my gosh. My brain. I wish it would work better. It'd be really handy. And this one. I think we'll just take it all the way to there. A little bit crookedy. Right. I don't really have a plan for how I'm gonna do this. I can go there and put this in the scrap bin. Okay, this one. I think we can get rid of that paper too. Scrap bin. This sad thing. So sad. This one I'm gonna hack really much up. I'm just gonna not cut off the important parts this time. Okay. Scrap in. That's pretty good. So that kind of gives me an idea of how big the book will need to be. This one, I think we're good there. Just choppa. That's pretty. Pretty. This is just sad. Well, I have to redo this one anyway, so I guess I'll redo that. So that's another one where during my angsty phase. There we go. Okay, not important piece. I think that does it. It's not very many poems. I know there's one missing. It's called The Beats or something like that. That might be it. I felt like I had so much poetry, and then I like collected it all, and I was like, oh, there's like 7. Huh. Interesting. It seemed like so much more. A couple other book projects I've got for like construction of journals that I've got going on, multiple projects, because that's how it's rolling right now. I did this a long time ago, and it's time to make it into a journal. And some of the pages were longer than the hinge, so I wanted to make like staggered hinges. So I need to glue these down, and I'll make it a little bit sturdier. So this piece is going to get glued down to the other side, and I'll show you why. So when I open this journal from the back, like the spine is not even connected at all. Now, theoretically, I mean, I could always, you know, at the end, just give it a wrap around or hinge it from the inside there. There's a lot of ways that I could deal with it, but I'm just gonna glue these on, which needs to be done anyway, and then we'll see how much that helped. So this one's kind of a, so that would turn there, but I can glue this piece down to that side. Yeah. This one has a lot of paper hinge, so I used the, you know, some of the page flipped over to actually hinge it. So here's a, whoa, tiny scissors, big hands. So then this one goes technically, where should that go? Yeah, I think that's coming off. That's where you're going. Away. You don't make any sense. Okay. So then this one seems to be pretty good. That's fine. And then this one was attached here, so I tore that one. We'll flip it over to be glued onto that page, not the one under it. Don't do that. And then what do we have here? That one. Yeah, some of these, I wouldn't do this again with so many staggered size ones in a row. I would do like a big full size and then a staggered and then a full size one and then staggered. That would have been a lot more prudent. Yeah. So this one we can fold that direction. And this one, we can fold that direction as well. And it's a little bit different height, which is interesting. So we're just gonna let it sit along that little edge too. Okay, now this one can go that direction. This is such thin paper. I'm gonna try to put so much glue on there. I'm like making that piece of paper more plastic than paper, essentially. And this one I can go that direction, which is like quite a few layers back, page layers back. But that's how I want that to be. Flip this one. That should be fine. This is probably, well, I suppose I could do it here. I suppose. And then we'll see. We'll check the back spine again and see if that helped at all. I don't know if it did. Oh, I put too much glue on there. Okay, that can go to that spot, and then this spot, this little piece needs to get trimmed off. And then you can see I kind of started doing tall pages after that. So this is where we are at. We still have that big hinge there. So I can put a hinge here with washi tape. I think when I first started doing this, I don't think I really understood it, the hinging part, well enough to even figure this out. Mayhaps. Oh my gosh, I was watching Carrie the Crafter and I had to chuckle because he said that he has a little spot next to his crafting area that's for his little scrap pieces of washi tape that he might use someday. So he just like sticks them to his desk. That's exactly what I do. I was laughing. It's the first time I heard anybody say that. There we go. That's a good hinge. Very nice, very nice. And then I could hinge this little spot right here, and I'm absolutely gonna do it. However, I'm gonna use this, I think, and go the other way. It's gonna be a bit of a different situation. Different situation. Spread the glue around. Make sure, hope like heck that it doesn't dry. Okay, now we're gonna check that back again. And actually I could hinge this right here also. So that doesn't interfere with anything. It's interesting. Cool. But yeah, I could still hinge that part too. Should we use something different or same? We'll use some of this. Because why not? Maybe not. Oh, this is getting so close to being done. I'm gonna also go this way. There we go. Get a little glue globs. All right, now let's check it out. Yup, it's all sealed. No big separator parts anymore. So that helped. That was nice. Nice and good. This I don't like. That was a little excessive. And it's got a little part that's catching, so we'll just get rid of it. Don't throw it in your coffee cup, for Pete's sake. There we go. So that's that. And then if I feel inspired, I can just grab, more papers and keep adding on. One page at a time until I'm happy with the thickness. So there, that's good. All right, next project, my bingo card. Very happy with the bingo card. It's got like the brad up there. I got glue on my fingers. The brad holding on this little like campus medal is what it says on there. Then we've got brads up here holding the banker's twine on, a little frame, some tickets, this fun fabric that came out of a rug. You can kind of see the lines where the rag rug tie the little string wrapped around it. So that is that, and this is going to be a 3-ring binder journal. Someone had requested that. Someone requested a bingo one, and I was going to make it really, really grungy, like super grungy. That's the plan, and I decided I don't want to put the rings in this actual bingo card, so I'm going to mount it onto something else, and I need a template for my 3 rings. So I chose this because I'm going to end up using my crocodile to punch the holes, and I needed a piece of template cardstock that was 2 different colors. So it's white on one side and gray on the other. That way if I've got some color, the template will show up when I'm trying to find the holes. So this doesn't need to be, I mean, there's no particular width for this template, and it, I don't know if I have the right, oh, I don't think I have the right hole punch here, because my crocodile is not there, but that's okay. We're just talking here anyway. I'm not really actually getting anything done. I can mark it. So how do we mark it? Well, this is how I do it. You can measure it. I just like to fold things in half. I need a permanent marker for my dot. It can be a big dot because it's going to be a hole, like a big hole. It's not like you're sewing in a signature. So we'll just straddle that line. So there we go. And then we want to go halfway from the middle crease, there and there to here. Pull off the marker, and here we go. So that's pretty cool. Yes, indeed. And then that is my template for my 3-ring journal. So whatever I mount it on, it's just going to be a little bit bigger than the bingo card. Just actually probably wider, I'm thinking, because do I have any here? I have journals where like I do the 3-ring, but there's like a whole section of paper that's glued together. So like you give yourself that much extra of the page. Let me tell you what I mean, because I don't think I'll explain it very well. I need a big enough piece of paper. Hold on. Okay, found all the small pieces of paper. Okay, so my template for my papers would be about like here. And it would kind of, let me just make it the whole size appropriate. So this, let's pretend this is a page in my book, and trim it off. So this is a page in my book. Oh, I just trimmed off my part. Oh, yes, you did. Yeah, so that's a page in my journal. Like, all right, let me cut this off. It's going to be clear in a second, I swear. That's my page, and then this is my template. So I'll punch through here and then glue all the pages together. You don't have to glue them together, just everything stays together much nicer, especially if you do a glue along this end and this end, you know, like basically the border around them, more than just doing the whole thing. So then you would open up your book and you'd have like this extra binding that'd be like that wide. I mean, it'll be that wide, and that's not your spine. That's that's still part of the front of the book. So you've seen books like this before where it's got a big section here. So it's going to be like that. And then you open it up and there's the page, and then you keep going. So that's how I'm going to do it. We'll see how that goes. And then once you punch the holes, you can just tie it with a ribbon. And I like doing that better than, I'm still going to do like a 3-ring one pretty soon. I have probably do a couple of them because they're pretty fast. And then let me just, no, I'll just do a video on it and it'll be fine. Yeah, so I've got those little address books, the 3-ring binder. Oh, my videos. Oh my goodness. There we go. Probably because stuff was hanging off my desk when I, not that it matters. Those little address books that are the 3-ring binder mini address books. So I take all the guts out, use them. I dye the papers inside, and they make really good pages for things. And then, and some of them are really cute on the outside. I have a Victorian one that came like that, and then just some other ones that are really nice, either leather or nice colors or whatever. So those are really easy to do it, and you don't have to even worry your little head about, you know, the binding. You don't have to do any elaborate bookbinding, you know, techniques or anything like that. Just easy peasy. Yeah, sometimes we overcomplicate things. I'm definitely guilty of it. So every once in a while I kind of have to check myself and say, you know, when I first started doing this, wow, I was really doing it the hard way. There are so much easier ways, many more, much easier ways to do it. So that's good news. All right, so this is just a little check-in, play on my desk, get myself situated. So, stay tuned for D-stash information. I'm going to be listing more D-stash. They're going to be theme related. I'm still kind of coming up with what they are. I know for sure there's going to be a shabby chic fabric lace embellishments one. Probably not so much paper, but mostly like, you know, fabric and things like that. I have like 2 wedding dresses. I've got, you know, just an obnoxious amount of lace and crochet and all of that. So, you know, lots of stuff to get rid of that'll fit into that category. And then I'll just be making other categories. So as I organize, I'll be throwing things into those categories, and then I'll be able to see how much too much I have. How much too much. So like that. That's shabby chic. Isn't that cute? I love that 3 button stack. That's nice. That's good stuff right there. All right. Well, as always, thanks for coming along, and I'll talk to you later.